A couple things you should know about this website that make this really incredible. Number one, this is the most technologically advanced Chamber of Commerce in this area of Florida, period. So you should be very proud of it. This gives you all kinds of options. This is so not limited to a personal profile. We're going to show you how to optimize that to make it work for you. But you can utilize CABA now as we all begin to utilize it and use it regularly to now increase your web presence, increase your web ranking, all of those things that happen automatically because of the usage of the website. Sherwin, is that correct? We've got a lot of power here, and really what you want to do is kind of change the way that you do things a little bit, in that you want to start thinking in terms of checking the website every day and making this a part of your life just as much as using email. Okay? I'll just ask the question off the bat. How many people use social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter? Okay, so you guys are all familiar with the power that lies underneath all of that fun stuff. Same thing here. So we're just going to get right into it, show you how to now take your profile and make it great, and so that people outside, and think outside of CABA as well. It's not just about the people in CABA now that can find you. This can be anybody. I mean, somebody searching in Tampa for accounting services, or I talked to Ron today that's looking for commercial cleaning. Okay, this is now searchable via a vehicle that's so much different than our previous CABA website. So let's take it and run with it. But we've got some accountability that we've all got to take in optimizing our profiles. So, getting right into it, your profile primarily will not look like this when you get home or when you're in the office tomorrow, because what's been loaded is exactly what we had in the directory. Okay. One thing I missed in the other two classes, but I'm going to point it out. Everybody's company name, organization name is in all caps. Little piece of online etiquette. Stop yelling. So, take your organization name and bring it down to caps and lowercase. That would be one of the first things you want to change. When you go into your profile, before you even do that, let's optimize the way you're communicated within CABA. You want to go to My Preferences. And just to reiterate very quickly, on your sheet you have here, it's usecaba.com. On the communications page, there's some things that, I want to diplomatically put it this way. So we talked about CABA networks and the emails, and sometimes we don't like to get a lot of emails. So a couple of suggestions we'll just make right off the bat. You don't need to know when someone in your group updates their profile. Everyone is in the CABA main community, right? So that means everybody in that group would get an email every time somebody updates their profile, which is probably going to be 400 times in the next couple of weeks. Suggestion, unclick that box. Okay? That's the way that this website communicates with you. Other things, email me when someone uploads a photo to a group of which I'm a member. Probably don't need to see that very often. So those are the kinds of communications that you want to change and adjust within your profile. So is everybody comfortable with preferences and understand kind of that's one of the first things you want to do? Is that yes. We're on a good page there? Okay. This right here I just want to talk about very briefly. Email me when new messages arrive. The messages that Ann pointed out and talked to you about, those are the messages within CABA. They can be those marketing messages. If you don't want to get an email directly to your actual email, then you would uncheck that box. Okay? So that's preferences. If we can go back to my personal profile, please, Ann, or my personal page. We're going to show you now how to edit your profile itself. So if you notice there's an edit button by each of these navigation bars. You can use any of the three. It'll take you to the same place. We're just showing you there. So edit. And if you scroll all the way to the top for me, there's a lot of information here that we did not have available to us before. And we're really excited about this because you've got some other avenues and ways to get exposure that you previously had, you did not have with the old CABA website. For example, a personalized URL. Does anybody know what that is? No? Okay. Here's the deal. Very similar to Facebook, if you want somebody to go directly to your profile, you give them a URL address, or any other website for that matter. So, Visual Alliance Media, or your company, is listed as a profile on this site. If you want to now add another way for people to be able to contact you and see your information directly within CABA and without, you can give yourself a vanity tag at the end of this URL. So if you click to change, you would just enter your alias there. So my suggestion, I'm trying to pick some, okay, we'll use Lisa. So you've got tuning inspection services. You can now do a personalized URL that if you just typed in tuning there and hit submit, you would have a personalized URL that was usecaba.com/member/tuning. You could now put that on marketing materials, you could put it on business cards, you could put it anywhere. You could put it on a flyer. When you talk to people in general, if you're on an appointment, check out our profile on CABA. Not a bad thing to have.